Oh yeah, it's fall, brother. The leaves on the trees are falling. And I know all of you are looking at your families right now, contemplating going out for a pack of cigarettes and never coming back. In the immortal words of Robert Plant and Led Zeppelin, thanks to you. You know, I'm much obliged. It was a pleasant stay, but now it's time for me to go. The autumn moon lights my way. I gotta ramble on. Or is that just me? You know, I don't know, that got dark, my dude. So let's pull ourselves out of that darkness with a bunch of budget Reanimator targets, just like we're pulling them out of the graveyard. These are all bulk bangers, under $2. You know, what do you look for in a Reanimator target? You want it to have a big mana value, maybe above 6 or 7, something like that. You want it to have some impact on the battlefield, and you want it to have some decent way to get into the graveyard to begin with, man. With that new Valgavoth out there, it got me thinking about some sweet cards I've used in my budget Reanimator decks to wreak havoc. And I wreak what I sow, brother. And as always, thanks for liking the video, subscribing to the channel, tipping on my OnlyFans, popping those slappers in the Discord, and of course, the hyenas on the Patreon. Thanks, my dudes. And let's get right into the cards with Ghalta, the Primal Hunger. This guy is only $1.24. It's 12 mana, he's a 12/12. Costs X less to cast, where X is the total power of creatures you control. Has trample, of course. Doesn't matter what's going on in the world, dude. Could be World War III, I don't know. Ghalta is a certified banger Reanimator target. Those tiny arms are why I stay hitting the gym, brother. This guy did not skip leg day, though. Don't want those T-Rex paws out there, though, man. You gotta get in there and do those curls, brother. Make sure you hit those triceps too if you want to attract a lady like Gisela, Blade of Cold Night. This is only $1.33 right now. 4 red, white, legendary creature, angel. It's a 5/5 with flying and first strike. If a source would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, that source deals double that damage to that player or permanent instead. If a source would deal damage to you or a permanent you control, prevent half that damage rounded up. You may not know this, but reanimation is secondary white mechanic in the color pie. I ate a color pie right out of the garbage the other day. Had me seeing all the colors, man. Gisela is a damn dime piece out there, Commander Classic, and you get her out onto the field to mess up your opponent's life. And of course, it's demon time for $1.82. The Rune Scarred Demon, 5 black, creature demon. It's a 6/6 with flying. When this guy enters, search your library for a card, put it in your hand, then shuffle. Nothing simpler than that, man. He's gotten a litany of dark flesh on his eternal flesh or something, dude. It's not the first time I've contemplated a litany of flesh in one of these videos. This guy and the Hoarding Broodlord at $1.60 add some consistency with a big, beefy, thick body that can slap in. Go get whatever you need, man. Are you kidding me right now? This is 44 cents for the Sphinx of the Second Sun. 6 blue creature, it's a Sphinx. He's a 6/6 with flying. At the beginning of your second main phase, there's an additional beginning phase after this phase. Beginning phase is untap, upkeep, and draw, buddy. He watches in silence as the shadows shift, blah, blah, blah. Look at this dour-faced Sphinx, dude. Looks like a damn bureaucrat out there. You ain't yelling at this dude at the school board meeting, all right? I don't care if your kid ate 2 thumbtacks in his sloppy joes. Titanoth Rex, man. Let me tell you something about this guy. He does not skip tricep day right now. 22 cents, 7 green, creature dinosaur beast. It's an 11/11 with trample and cycling for 1 and a green. When you cycle this guy, put a trample counter on target creature you control. What I like about this guy is that he knows he belongs in the trash, dude. For 1 and a green, he throws himself away and lets your other big fatty trample on in. But wait, he got a surge of self-esteem out there after taking up CrossFit. Now he's ready for prime time. 11 damage, nothing to sneeze at. Now this guy is the damn Commander Classic out there. Tyrant's Familiar, 55 cents. 5 red, creature dragon. It's a 5/5, has flying and haste. As long as you control your commander, this guy gets +2/+2, and has whenever Tyrant's Familiar attacks, it deals 7 damage to target creature defending player controls. Nothing escapes its gaze or its breath, dude. Brush your damn teeth, because the good Lord already gave you all the teeth you're gonna get, man. You gotta take care of them. You're not a shark, man. This is a fun card. People always underestimate cards like this. This guy gets extra mileage and decks that splash damage when dealing excess damage, stuff like that, man. Lord of Change. This guy's the Lord of Change your opponent's underwear, man, because it's only 45 cents. 6 and a blue, it's a demon, 6/6, flying ward 3. When he enters, draw 3 cards, because he's the architect of deception, brother. Draw half a hand. It's a conjoined twin made of birds. What else do you want out of life, man? Some people don't think that's what they want, but they do. Back in college, they called me the Colossal Sky Turtle. 4 green, and a blue. enchantment creature turtle. It's a 6/5 with flying and ward 2. Has channel for 2 and a green. Discard it. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand. That's not bad, man. Get back another Reanimator spell. And 1 in the blue. Discard it. Return target creature card to its owner's hand to get that bounce, brother. This guy has the channel directly to your graveyard. People run snap, stuff like that. This guy has that bounce, and I love it. Now this card is solid, man. Look at how solid this dude is. The Stonehoof Chieftain, 7 and a green. Centaur Warrior, 8/8. It's $1.30 right now. Trample and indestructible. Whenever another creature you control attacks, it gains trample and indestructible until end of turn. Come on, dude. This guy is out there being a centaur, right? And the other centaurs have horse legs, horse parts. Big deal, man. You think you're tough, but this guy brought rhino legs. And I'm not sure if his dad is, had some unholy relations with a rhino or something, dude. But I wish my dad did when he had the chance. Maybe then I wouldn't have these skinny legs. How about the Molten Primordial out there? 5 red. Creature avatar, it's a 6/4 with haste. When this guy enters for each opponent, gain control of up to 1 target creature that player controls until end of turn. Untap those creatures, they gain haste until end of turn. I love this guy, man. I've won on the back of this things. One of my bros had a 140/40 creature. Give me that thing. I just stole it and bashed him with it. People get salty, people get mad, but they need to realize that I didn't invent the card, all right? Mark Toilet Water did, probably. And at a solid buck out there, the Balrog of Moria, the Beast of Shadow and Flame, Frodo. 4 black and a red. Legendary creature, Avatar Demon. It's an 8/8 with trample and haste. When this guy dies, you may exile it. When you do, for each opponent, exile up to 1 target creature that player controls. It's pretty awesome. Also has cycling for 3 and a red. Discard it, draw a card. And when you cycle this guy, you create 2 treasure tokens. I don't care what Gandalf said, alright? This guy rips and will beat any old man in a straight fight. Gandalf was on magical steroids, dude, there. It's out in the open, I said it, alright? Tired of dancing around this. Anyways, I love how he makes treasures to power out a big spell. This guy's awesome, come on. Now we gotta talk about this guy. It's a 10-cent card, man. The Sphinx of Uthune. 5 blue, creature Sphinx. It's a 5/6 with flying. When he enters, reveal the top 5 cards of your library. An opponent separates those cards into 2 piles. Put 1 pile into your hand, the other into your graveyard. This guy, fact or fictions, alright? We all run fact or fiction because it's good. Now, would you run a damn 5/6 flyer for 3 extra mana that you can clone and copy and get out of the graveyard? I would, man. This is one of my favorite bulk budget cards. Take a look at this beautiful boy out there, the Magister Sphinx. This guy's 4 white, blue, and a black. Artifact creature Sphinx. It's a 5/5 with flying. When he enters, target player's life total becomes 10. Another Sphinx, 35 cents. It's going to make one player super salty, right? One guy's going to get beaten early. And guess what he does? He goes and sits on the couch, starts talking to your girlfriend, man. He's chatting her up over there. But guess what? You don't like her that much anyway. Everybody wins with this card, man. I'm telling you. Shard of the Void Dragon. This guy's 4 black creature. It's a Satan. He's a 7/7 with flying. This guy has a spear, right? Whenever he attacks, each opponent sacrifices a non-land permanent. It's almost like Annihilator. Also has matter absorption. Whenever an artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield or is put into exile from the battlefield, put 2 +1/+1 counters on this guy. Look at this nudist out there, dude. He's punishing the treasure meta. This guy needs haste really bad. In a black-red deck, this is pretty awesome, but excellent Reanimator target, mainly because he's got that cosmic space nudist vibe we all love so well. Come on, man, look at the star whale out here. He's also a cosmic space dude. 6 blue creature. He's an alien. He's a whale. He's an 8/8 with flying and vigilance. Other creatures you control have ward 2, also has a suspend guy out there. I heard RFK Jr. talking about how he cut a whale's head off with a chainsaw. Yeah, that dude running for president. People get mad at me because I cut off a whale's head. But guess what, man? It wasn't a star whale. This guy's given that ward. It's probably worth the price of entry right there. Now this guy might be a little overcosted at 5 blue, black, so that's 8 mana for a creature horror. It's a 6/6. It's 13 cents, has trample. When Mind Lynch Mass deals combat damage to a player, you may look at that player's hand. If you do, you may cast a spell from among those cards without paying its mana cost. This guy needs haste pretty bad too, but he's quickly going to eat removal, and that's how you know it's good. This guy gets a full card at Costco every week to get a body like that. I'm talking about that mass, brother. Rampaging War Mammoth. 5 red, creature elephant. It's a 9/7 with trample, has cycling for X, 2, and a red. When you cycle this guy, destroy up to X target artifacts, alright? Listen, man, this is another one. This guy hates artifacts, and he just pops 1 or 2, then he lies down in the elephant boneyard for you, man. He's a 9/7. He's pretty beefy. I don't believe Legolas could do any damage to this guy whatsoever. That's all Dunedain propaganda right there. Can't believe how cheap this guy is, man. You got the Jadoon Enforcers out there. 5 red and a white. Creature Alien Rhino Soldier. It's an 8/8 with trample. No more than 1 creature can attack you each combat. There you go right there. I mean, he's also got Suspend out there. My mother always told me, you know, don't mess with a Jadoon. It's an 8/8 for 7, which is pretty nuts. Plus he has 2 other abilities. I love this fella. Maybe he's Stonehoof Chieftain's dad. Who knows, man? Alright, last one because the methamphetamines are wearing off. Right now we got Scion of Darkness. This guy's 5, black, creature avatar. It's a 6/6. It's an oldie but a goodie, man. It has trample. Whenever this guy deals combat damage to a player, you may put target creature card from that player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. It has cycling for 3. Another cycler, sweet abilities, but that doesn't matter, dude, because this guy is posing down for you right on the art, man. And you can't let your wife see this guy. He's too rizzed out on Megalodon testosterone, and that's better, Commander, dude. Anyways, man, I just want to say hi to you guys, give you some budget Reanimator target bangers, dude. Fun creatures to cheat out and support you in your divorce, you know, because I love you, brother. The key is a good lawyer, lots of toilet paper in case we end up in another pandemic, all right? Be good to each other out there. Don't actually get divorced, all right? Be nice to your wife, dude. Buy her some flowers or whatever she likes, man. Twinkies. Whatever she's into, all right? Nikki G, Better Commander, signing off.